Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalized investment advice. It is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto. Looking at the key technicals before I get to the charts, we're looking at 37,000 is really the key downside level if the market were to turn lower. Obviously today things are looking a bit better, but if we broke through maybe 39.2, then 37,000 is the big level to watch out for. The monthly pivot point 55,000 miles away from there. The weekly pivot point 40,050. And the upside targets that I'm looking for a change in the market would be 43.5 and 42.5 in the beginning. A daily price closed below 41,000, issued a bearish signal a couple of days ago. So now that we're kind of back above that area, watch that area as a notable market pivot, and daily closes above there for sign of more ride. So looking at the charts very quickly, it looks like what the market done, so we can see the high so far of the year, and we've had a classic correction back to that 0.61 fib, and it started to bounce. It started to move out of a triangle pattern. I charted this earlier around 40.50, and the size of that triangle pattern is kind of implying $1,000 upside move, and that's what we've seen. So maybe we're going to get a stab at 42,000. If we zoom out on a bigger picture basis here, I think this overall structure of the pattern, initially, it kind of looked like that we were going to test his key trend line to the bottom and then maybe go up, but that doesn't look the case today. And it does look like this 50-day moving average is going to act as a magnet to the market, and maybe we're going to head back to that kind of 43,000 area that the market was looking at over the weekend and see if we can get back above there. In terms of meaningful buy signals in technical analysis, we can see that the Renko reversal alert has switched to a buy signal today, which is quite interesting considering that we haven't had a buy signal in some time when there was a sell signal at the start of April. So we've flipped to bullish on the daily time frame. So I quite like that as a signal that we're going to move towards that 50-day moving average. And also other meaningful things on the price chart that I'm looking at the moment. On a weekly basis, we do have a sell signal on. And I think in terms of that sell signal needing to be negated, we probably need to get to maybe the 45,000 price area. So I think the path is very clear in terms of what Bitcoin needs to do to turn bullish. We need to take out 42,000, then 43.50. And I think that's going to be the green light for 45,000. And then I think the market becomes very interesting, and the chances of us moving towards that top trend line, testing 50K and maybe even 55,000, they become a lot stronger. But still, the market's got a lot of work to do around here. But technically, obviously, things are looking a lot more pleasant. So BTC, it's had obviously a horrible correction over the last few days, but the path to victory is really defined between 42 and 43,500. If you can get back there, it'd be very good. A significant drop would take place if we move below 39.2. I think the case for 37,000 then is very strong. And I want to note that we've had whale and OBV divergence on a bullish way present itself until 42.8. So maybe that's going to be the first recovery target. And for me, the big two scenarios I'm looking at are 55,000 as a major upside target, or a marginal bounce from 37,000 if this is a fake breakout. Obviously hoping it's the first scenario. So looking at Ethereum, it's looking very good after it tested that triangle pattern and bounced. This charting was done earlier, so the price is a lot higher now and things are looking very good. How it bounced technically, I like the shape of this falling wedge pattern, and I think we can maybe move towards 32,000. If we break above there, I would be looking for a move back to 3,600, so that's good news. And I think the action is really going to be defined in this triangle pattern. So last year we had a fake breakout above this triangle up to $5,000 nearly. Then we've fallen back down and tested the bottom. We couldn't break up there, and we've moved back towards the top. So this is really going to be what the balls are going to be looking for. So I think 3,300 is going to be key over the next few days. If it can stabilize back above there, I don't see any reason why we're not going to start to test towards 3,500. And there's a buy signal also on the monthly time frame for Ethereum for the Renko reversal alert, which I really like. And I think if we can get a monthly close above this triangle pattern, then the market might just take a stab at 4,000 again, looking much longer term view away, and you can see there that the alligator indicator is starting to turn, and maybe if we can make some traction above 3.6, then we might get a buy signal on the weekly. And we're obviously very well placed for that on the coins on the move short term, where we've got a buy in this week just below 3,000. So we are in position if that trade materializes. So Ethereum, it could be headed higher if support continues to hold. I would say that the low that it's made this week, it's very important, I would say, area on the chart. And if that broke, there's not a lot of support stopping it going to 2.5. So very important bounce took place. So that's a good sign. And the only thing that we'd have to watch out for really is some type of big rejection from 3.3 to 3.2. Or alternatively, if we broke above that area, I think 3.9 looks pretty good as a first target. A return to the summer lows could be on the cards, though, if we did see a big rejection, but the buy signals remain in place on the Renko reversal monthly time frame. So that's very, very positive, and that means that I think we can see a few more months ahead of buying for Ethereum, and that kind of plays into the fundamental story as well.
And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.